even though we've gone through what we've gone through, things are getting better. And for people to have hope. Who's the brother I love?
Bodhi.
Yes, it's Bodhi.
The illness didn't win. Schizophrenia didn't win. Didn't win.
I never envisioned having one mentally ill child.
Right here, sweetie, right here.
And I definitely never envisioned having two.
After going through everything that we went through with Jani, I thought there was nothing worse. And I was wrong.
His shoulders, his arms, his legs will be flailing around, and you have to put him in a restraint to protect him from himself.
You always die. Bodhi! I always ow.
If one sibling has schizophrenia, another sibling is at a much higher risk of developing schizophrenia.
We once thought Bodhi was going to be helping Jani get through life, and now she's helping him. I'm Susan Schofield, and I met Michael at a radio station in Los Angeles in 1994.
We got married in April of 2000, so we are coming up to our 14th anniversary.
My oldest child is Jani, and she was born in 2002, and we were just delighted.
But soon Jenny wasn't sleeping, and we started to worry that something might be wrong. We had no idea that she'd be diagnosed with schizophrenia when she was only 6 years old.
She was hallucinating all the time.
She'd see rats named Wednesday and cats named Midnight, little girls named 80 in 24 hours.
Bodhi, Nicole, and 24 hours.
After the years of medication and therapies, Jani is showing a lot of improvement. But then Bodhi started showing signs of mental illness too. Bodhi has not been diagnosed with schizophrenia as of yet, but I do think that's coming.
I ran out. I know, Bodhi. We ran out.
This is not the life in any remote sense of the word that I envision. I don't think you can envision this.
Bodhi, do you want to get dressed now?
No, thank you.
Okay, you said no thank you. You used your words. Can I put a shirt on you?
No.
I can't put a shirt on you. Okay. We follow the behaviorist rules. When he says no thank you, using his words, then we don't force the issue. But he's been 2 weeks out of the hospital, and he hasn't gone back to school yet. What do you want to do, Bodhi?
This is a typical morning since Bodhi was released from the hospital. He's not at school, obviously. It's difficult to get out of the apartment. With him, he doesn't really want to leave. He spends most of his time watching videos on YouTube, nursery rhymes, ABC songs, that kind of thing. But at least he's not hurting himself. He's still in diapers. He can go to the bathroom if he wants to, just like he can speak if he wants to, but he doesn't.
We've had tons of issues with him. He's afraid. See, Jani, with her hallucinations, and we still don't know for sure if Bodhi has hallucinations, we're just guessing because we've kind of seen it all before, but with her hallucinations, they're friends. But with Bodhi, he's looking around like, and scared. I mean scared.
When Jani was this age, she was conversational. She always wanted to be out. She needed to be out. She needed constant stimulation. And so does he. He needs constant engagement. But he doesn't like to be out in the world necessarily. It's a struggle to get him out. I really feel my roles in their lives have reversed. 2 years ago, I was focused on running interference for Jani, between her world and our world. Now it's completely reversed. Now I'm running interference for Bodhi, not between Bodhi and our world, but between Bodhi and himself. I have to protect Bodhi from himself.
I don't help it.
I first started seeing Bodhi because he would come to hospital visits when his sister was in the hospital. And it was clear when he was quite young that he had signs of something different than what Jani has.
How old are you, Bodhi?
What led us to the diagnosis of schizophrenia in Jani was her presentation with auditory hallucinations, visual hallucinations, responding to those hallucinations like they were really happening. A lot of them were very bizarre, morbid, and also having a fantasy world, sometimes where these hallucinatory animals lived in.
Jani is now 11 years old and Bodhi is 6. Jani is doing amazing.
We're learning about what?
Electrons, neutrons, protons.
Ions.
Love it.
She's doing great in school. She's doing fine on her meds. She exceeded our expectations.
So Bodhi's behaviors and psychiatric issues are all consistent with what you see with someone who has autism. Bodhi first started coming to hospital around a year ago because he would have episodes of severe agitation and severe self-harm for no clear reason. He would be falling down and hurting himself, or he'd be biting himself.
We're all nice and calm.
And I think the thing most distressing, hard to handle, was not his agitation, but was really this self-harm behavior.
He's going for the... I can tell you who Bodhi was. Bodhi was happy, fun, roly-poly, bit mischievous. In the past year, Bodhi has undergone a radical personality change. Looking back now, I realize much the same as Jani did at exactly the same age. He's actually bitten through his own flesh on several occasions.
So I think their biggest concern is Bodhi developing schizophrenia too. The problem is right now in children, there's not a way to diagnose schizophrenia through a brain scan or an EEG or a blood test. So you're really stuck with observation and a person telling you symptoms, which Jani could tell you. And Bodhi doesn't have the capacity to talk about. There are times where he looks preoccupied with his thoughts and then gets agitated or upset. It looks like he could be responding to voices or internal thoughts. But also you see autistic individuals be preoccupied with thoughts or emotions that they're not articulated and then get agitated.
I never envisioned having one mentally ill child. And I definitely never envisioned having 2 mentally ill children. Now that Jani's 11 and a half, we've seen so many changes. She loves cooking.
We'll put the veggies in.
I need some help.
He just went into one of his usual intermittent explosive episodes.
Let me see your hair. Turn around so we can see your hair.
I love how you have your hair. Oh, how cute is that? That is so cute.
In the very beginning, when Jani was 6 and got the diagnosis, we could never have imagined that she would come so far. As a mother, I'm very excited that she's growing into a young woman.
You're a good kitty.
Jani was 6 when she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a psychiatric disorder that usually presents in late adolescence, early adulthood. It is very rare in children under 12.
In the past 2 years, we have seen so many changes in Jani.
She seems happier and more comfortable. She seems more present. She's improved significantly.
Jani's personality is very outgoing. She loves people, she loves socializing, and she loves being around other kids that understand her.
My sister is almost 22. Actually, this year. And my brother is 52. Wait, watch this.
Your brother's not 52.
Jani now has friends where she can form meaningful relationships with. Jani was so much in her own world before that her friends were mainly her hallucinations. Now she's able to separate her hallucinations from real friends on the outside. She's accepted other kids as her friends. She trusts them, and they trust her and accept her.
But no trick to riding a two-wheeler. What? Keep your balance. Yeah.
You know, we're 6 months from 12. It's starting to sink in that I'm gonna have to deal with Jani as a teenager. But that's a nice thing to have to deal with.
The first thing that has changed in Jani's hallucinations are that the rats are gone.
I'm not getting more rats because, you know, the cat.
They were asking, how did the rats die?
Well, Thorazine.
She still has some hallucinations that stay.
Come Bodhi's room. She's under here. Meow. You can't see her. Meow. Only I can see the cat.
Midnight is one of Jani's hallucinations. She's a cat, and she has been with us since Jani was 3 years old.
Okay. Go get Midnight.
But she's getting older now, and Jani is convinced that Midnight will eventually die because cats die, you know, earlier than humans.
I think she's a little scared of Friday.
She still hallucinates the numbers, but it doesn't seem to be as severe as it used to be. They used to be carnivorous, and they would eat other numbers. Now it's kind of like they're just there in the periphery of her mind. She's used to it though now, and she's able to navigate through them, but they're not as much of an influence on her as the real world and kids in the real world.
Jani's friends really run the gamut. A lot of them are special needs, but she has neurotypical friends. They don't have to understand what Jani has for Jani to be friends with them.
Okay, it's Bodhi.
Still in the hospital?
Actually, no, he's at home.
Oh, good. Is he doing better?
He's so self-harming.
I'm sorry about that. Must be hard.
Yeah.
When you talk to her, ask about her feelings, it's about her daily life that isn't preoccupied with imaginary animals.
I'm gonna draw the Bodhi sees.
So what would you like me to draw?
A dog.
A dog? Okay.
He sees pink donuts.
Don't blame him. That sounds pretty tasty.
She prefers the company of flesh and blood kids to her hallucinations.
Well, I take the methods. The 3 antipsychotic. Psychotic means you're mad all the time. So Bodhi is psychotic because he's mad all the time.
Poor boy.
She can actually play with other kids. She can interact with them, with what they're doing, which is huge.
It's sad when he has to go to the hospital.
It must be upsetting watching him go away like that.
Yeah. I had to go lots of times.
Jani used to be in UCLA at least 4 to 6 times a year. Now it's maybe twice at the most.
Well, what's it like having schizophrenia?
Well, it's like seeing things not really there. So I'm not seeing things right now except you.
When she was first diagnosed at 6, there was the concern, well, what's going to happen as she gets older? Will she get better or will she get worse?
Jani is attending public school, and we never expected this, but she's now going a full day. I remember when Jani used to go to school only 1 to 2 hours a day.
I'm in class with all boys.
Wow, that must not be so fun. Sadly, a few boys are coming over later today, but it's okay. They're somewhat nice.
Yeah, but the boys in my class are not very nice.
And neither of the boys in my class, they like to...
But you have some girls.
Yeah, there are girls in my class, but the boys aren't very fun.
Yeah.
Most of them.
I need a girlfriend like you.
What do you call yourself? You told me you were what? Not quite a teenager, but you were what?
I'm a tween.
Tween?
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between. I've known Jani for about 4.5 years now, and I'm so proud of her and how far she's come. What did you say?
I'm glad I got to come see you. Come see you.
I know. I love when you come see me, or I come see you. The last time we were together, where did we go? Remember?
Oh.
You have such a good memory.
We went to Barnes & Noble.
What's so exciting is she can have a typical conversation. For instance, oh, how are your kids? What did you do today? She'll tell me about her day. I'm amazed at the progress she's made. 2 years ago, she had a lot of times where she wasn't present. She didn't want to do activities with me. And we had to, say, for instance, in 1 hour, when we did social outings, she wanted to go 5 or 6 places in 1 hour because her mind was running so fast that she couldn't focus on one thing at a time.
Right now, Jani's mainly receiving therapy for hygiene issues, like washing her hair, taking a shower, but she's just getting better every day. I'm thrilled to see this kind of advancement. This has actually exceeded my expectations.
You want to try? No? Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good trying. Good job, Bodhi.
After going through everything that we went through with Jani, I thought I'd seen it all. I thought there was nothing worse, and I was wrong.
Bodhi was diagnosed with autism and intermittent explosive disorder at 5.5. He will go into a state where he can't get out of it. He will just start biting himself. His shoulders, his arms, his legs will be flailing around, and you have to put him in a restraint to protect him from himself.
There is something going on inside of Bodhi's head that is scaring the hell out of him.
Behavioral specialists who come to the home help the parents manage him in a kind of very structured, specific program when he does get agitated and self-injurious.
Bodhi, come on.
Mom's right here. Go rock with Mom.
Let's rock.
Mom. Good
Let's
man.
rock, okay?
Good man.
So this,
Do you want a blanket, Bodhi?
Bodhi, do you want a blanket? Yes.
It's environmental behavioral therapeutic programs that are the primary intervention to keep him in control. Developing strategies that he learns to calm himself and relax himself.
It's kind of been rough to get him out of the house just because he doesn't want to get dressed lately.
Oh, yeah.
So once we finally can get him dressed and get him out, he likes to be out.
He also is on low-dose antipsychotic medication called olanzapine, which seems to currently help control the severity of these agitated, impulsive, aggressive behaviors.
It's 4 times a day. The reality is that he doesn't always take it. He's not as med compliant as Jani is. Okay, but I'm gonna make you hamburgers, but just take your medication.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Come on.
Take it real quick.
You know how to do it.
You got it. There you go.
Good boy.
Good man.
But in his case, the medication is not the primary intervention.
What makes it so hard is that Jani was so verbal for her age. And Jani, long before she was diagnosed, she was articulating what she was experiencing.
What do you have?
Psychosis.
I have it too.
It becomes frustrating for me because I see Bodhi dealing with a more serious mental illness.
Bodhi is frightened. Bodhi is scared. And that's hard because, you know, as a parent, you want to take away your child's fear.
But we were noticing 2 years ago a lot of red flags with Bodhi. He would turn away and look in the distance and say that he saw this or he saw that, something that wasn't present to us, but obviously to him. And now what we've seen with Bodhi is a lot of regression in those skills.
I need animals.
Bodhi, are you telling me you want the animals on the parachute?
Yes.
Today with Bodhi, I tried to engage him in various activities. My goal was just to get him to play, to be present, to be able to engage maybe in some pretend play, make good choices. In my sessions with Bodhi, it does look like we're just playing, but through that, there's meaning to everything we do. Oh, the wind's taking them away. Fast, Bodhi. Fast. You want to try? Blow. Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good trying. Good job, Bodhi. We know that Jani has the diagnosis of schizophrenia. And with Bodhi, in my opinion and my observations, it appears that he does have schizophrenia based on the similarities to Jani.
And this is McQueen number 95.
Oh, where's number 95?
The cars are racing.
They're racing. Do you like when the cars race?
Yes.
Yes.
Currently, Bodhi's diagnosis is autism across the board. No one disagrees, he's autistic. The only thing they're looking at right now is possible other mental illness combined with autism, and they're not ruling out psychosis.
You know what, you better call the office.
Just because he's preoccupied does not mean necessarily he's psychotic. And his kind of behaviors are seen in other individuals who just have autism. And it could be they're very sensitive to changes in sensory stimuli. It may be that there is anxiety or worries that they can't articulate. Now, if one sibling has schizophrenia, another sibling is at a much higher risk of developing schizophrenia. So the concern of developing something like schizophrenia in Bodhi, the parents have a real reason to concern that. But instead of saying, well, if Jani has schizophrenia, then Bodhi has schizophrenia, we're trying to treat each child individually.
We've been down this road before. With Jani, her diagnosis went from maybe it's ADHD, a little bit of autism in there. So we would try different medications, but none were working. And then it became, it's not ADHD, and it's really not even autism. It's a mood disorder. It's a big mood disorder. It's bipolar. Okay, it's not the mood causing the psychosis, it's the psychosis causing the mood. Schizophrenia. All right, okay, well, you know what?
I need more.
I'm getting more. With Bodhi, we're at mood disorder. Big mood disorder.
You want David at home. I know you want the UCLA stuff here.
I'm not a doctor, but I believe it will end up in schizophrenia too.
Mommy is right here, Bodhi.
Mommy to hold you.
We've got mental illness, we've got autism, we've got physical disabilities, we've got
the world.
yeah.
She tells me about all the crushes she has on the boys in her class.
That's Today is one of our Jani Foundation events for special needs kids here in Santa Clarita Valley. We've got mental illness, we've got autism, we've got physical disabilities, we've got
the world.
yeah.
We're taking all these kids that are ordinarily isolated. They all have different challenges, and they all know that they have different challenges, and they feel very much accepted in this group.
Are you okay, Jenny? Yeah, I was very scared of that slide. You want to watch me go? Yeah.
We see a lot of the typical tween behavior in her now. She just loves to be around other girls. She has crushes on boys. She's just enjoying being a tween. She tells me about all the crushes she has on the boys in her class and why she has them.
You know, I laugh because it's so normal, and, or at least that's what Susan tells me. It's neat. It's neat to see because at least she's not crushing on a hallucination, you know?
I've known Jani since 2nd grade. I remember the first day. She whacked me with a Barbie doll. I think we really connected. Bye. Sorry, I can't talk right now.
But since then?
But since then, she's been pretty nice to me.
When Jani was first diagnosed, I felt very alone. Michael and I both felt very alone. We didn't know what was happening. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know anything. Now we feel a much bigger community with lots of people that are out there that are going through the same thing. We have good friends that come in to help too, and thank God for that as well. We've had a very special friend, Juliet, who understands because she's also been through this path. She gets Jani, Jani gets her.
You want to go to the market now?
Good job, okay.
You want to ride on my shoulders or you want to walk?
Respite care workers come in to give us time off, to give Michael and I a time to be together, to have a break. But we can't really utilize that time because we need at least 2 people, even 3, to control Bodhi if he goes off. There are very few times that Michael and I can ever spend time alone together. When we do, we have a good time.
This old guy gets up and comes down and sits next to you and starts giving you all these chips, and I think they kept you in the game for like an hour. Would I like to spend more time with Susan alone? Yes, which I guess is what tells me that underneath it all, I still love her.
And that is what maintains us because yes, we fight, we argue, sometimes we hate each other, sometimes we love each other, sometimes we like each other, sometimes we don't like each other.
We have to get through that for the kids because they need both of us.
Bosco, he likes to swing really high now.
I know.
Oh, there you are, Bodhi.
I mean, these calm moments are nice. If he was like this all the time. I guess what it is,
So
what's more scary, you know, Jani was aggressive to others, and I guess that didn't scare me as much.
As him being aggressive
to himself.
I know, I know.
I'm gonna make dinner. First, we gotta make the batter.
Okay.
Are you ready for me to carry you now?
Well, oh, okay.
Okay, Daddy will carry you when we get to the bottom of the stairs. I know, buddy, I will carry you, but first down the stairs, okay?
She loves cooking. She cooks all the time and prefers to cook more than eating out, which is nice. It's a way to keep her busy. At the same time, we're being productive. We're cooking. She's learning how to cook. These are all part of the daily functioning activities that I want her to have.
Okay, ready? Run! Run!
No. No. Oh, we're putting the veggies in?
Yeah, we're still putting veggies in.
We're going to go to the store and the car. And the walls too ready. Make sure I have enough for everybody.
Yes, I'm going to. You know what? I have a feeling we will. Hey, Bodhi.
I need to go to Wendy's.
He didn't want to come back. What's the
I want to go to Wendy's.
What's ahead?
Okay, all right.
Go to Wendy's.
Do you think he needs his,
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I can. Okay, come on, Bodhi. Do you want to go to Wendy's?
Yeah. We're going. I need to go in silver car. Mommy.
Yeah.
Let's go in.
Okay.
Actually, Jani, come
I
back
need to
inside.
go in silver car.
Okay, we can go to the silver car.
If anything gets stuck in his teeth,
If anything, I know.
he freaks out.
Okay, come on. Okay, Bodhi, do you want to go to Wendy's now?
I don't think he does.
Okay, all right.
Fuzzy?
Jani, no.
It's more because he's got chocolate in his teeth.
Okay, Jani, just drop it, okay?
Okay, oh, he's got chocolate all over. Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. I need some help. Okay, it's okay.
No, we're not going to Wendy's. That happens every time.
No, I know it does. Water. Here you go. Okay, here's some water.
Bodhi, sit up. Have some water. Bodhi.
He just went into one of his usual intermittent explosive episodes. You need to go potty?
I can go to in the stores.
Where?
The Wendy's.
Wendy's? Okay.
I want to go.
Okay.
When he gets into that state, nothing will comfort him. We just have to ride it out, wait till he comes out of it.
We do what we can to cover him in the moment from biting his shoulder, because he will bite it till he bleeds, or then he'll go to his thumb, bite that till it bleeds, and we try to get that out of his mouth because we already know where he's going because we've done this so many times before. So we know he's gonna go like this, and then he's gonna go like this. Once you get that, he's this, that, this. That's why they have straitjackets. Now I know the whole reason. I never knew. I used to watch movies all the time. I never knew why they had straitjackets. Hopefully the meds will kick in soon, but I think he needs more, to be honest.
Thank you. And then we can go hospital.
It has been 3 weeks since he's last been in UCLA. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 4. I would like to think we can. I really want to this time. I mean, we've got the behaviors. We have a whole team in place. And I don't know. But I hope we can because I'm so tired of making that drive to UCLA. Okay.
May I?
Okay. All right.
Okay, he has not had his nighttime Seroquel. He won't take it, so, okay. Okay, all right, we're starting out now. All right, thank you. All right, bye. That was Dr. D'Antonio calling to say that they have the room ready for him and we can go straight to the unit. I always hate this part. I mean, I know that he needs it. I mean, it's been 4 days now of you know, where we've had episodes of at least 1 hour. But when it comes to the moment of taking him, I always hate it. Okay, I love you. Love you, Jenny. We're gonna go to UCLA.
I want to go. I want to go.
Okay, where do you want to go?
McDonald's.
Okay, we'll go to McDonald's.
I'm staying here.
Yes, you're staying here.
I'm not going.
So you have a little bit more.
I'm not going to UCLA.
No, we're not going to UCLA, buddy. We're going to McDonald's. Buddy's quiet right now. And if I did not have Juliet here, we could not do this. He is in the arms of somebody that he feels comfortable with. I mean, I don't even want to think about doing this alone. I think one of the things I wish most is I wish Bodhi could communicate to me, Daddy, you're doing the right thing. This is what I want you to do. And it was hard when Jani was this age, too. It got easier when, you know, as Jani got older. And that's good because when Susan and I are dead and gone, that may be the only thing that saves Jani's life. No, UCLA, buddy. I'm very scared about how... No, we're not going to the hospital. I'm very scared about what he's going to be like once you pull up. Just for a little bit, Bodhi.
No! I go away. We go back.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't want to go.
This is the hardest job I have ever done in my whole life, but at the same time, it is the most rewarding job ever. And I call it a job because it really is. I mean, I'm not just a mother. I'm also a nurse, a full-time caregiver. I'm a teacher. I'm kind of everything.
Being the parent of mentally ill children or children with severe developmental disabilities, which Jani and Bodhi both exemplify, is remarkably challenging to the most competent, together parent. Everyone's going to tell you what you're doing wrong because the kids are having such problems. You're having kids at 4, 5, 6 being psychiatrically hospitalized in locked psychiatric units. People are going to challenge your parenting. People in schools are going to challenge it. Pediatricians are going to challenge it. And it's really demoralizing and it's really challenging to keep your own sense of that you know what you're doing, that you're doing the best for your child. It's very challenging.
How do I provide for 2 special needs children? I don't feel like I do a very good job. I can put all my energy into one child or all my energy into the other. I feel like I'm still learning to balance their needs.
We once thought Bodhi was going to be helping Jani get through life.
No biting, no biting, no biting, no biting.
And now she's helping him.
If her current improvement continues, you would expect that she could be in a regular school situation with other kids in regular classrooms. Her basic language skills and cognitive skills are not impaired. She'll be still on medications, but she'll be exposed to more normative social groups.
In the depths of Jani's illness, I could not envision how she is now. Did not believe that Jani would come as far and as fast as she has. And that is what I cling to with Bodhi.
With Bodhi, what we hope is that his degree of agitation and aggression will decrease. So he's always going to need to be in a special school, special program, working kind of always on the same things they're working on now, working on basic social skills, safety skills, learning to calm self, learning to be able to express self better. And Jani should be functioning at a much more normative level, and Bodhi's still going to be functioning kind of in the autistic world. So they will start looking much more different.
I actually don't fear that I won't be able to keep Bodhi out of an institution. I think that we just need the right medication, and I think as he gets older, we will get better. And Jani's my inspiration for that.
My hope for 6 years from now is that Bodhi is 12 and in one piece. I hope that he and I will be able to talk, and he'll be able to say, Dad, this is what's going through my head.
Jani does talk about her dreams for the future. Right now, she's into music and she wants to be a singer, but mostly I actually see her as a caregiver because that's what she's around every single day.
I thought Jani wasn't going to make it, and she did make it. Yes, Susan and I helped, but Jani did it. Jani pulled back from the brink. That's all I got to hang on to for Bodhi.
Or maybe that was to get you. Do you like being with your family?